Good morning. Welcome to our morning devotion. It is September 16. Today's devotion, Heavenly Bridegroom. Our lesson for today, Matthew 25 and verse 8. Give us some of your oil, for our lamps are going out. It is not a matter of little consequence to us as to how we hear and how we treat the truth of God. To misunderstand the truth or to fail to appreciate it because we do not cherish light that comes to us will be to build upon the sand. The wise builder builds upon the rock Christ Jesus, no matter what may be the inconvenience. He builds not upon human, but upon divine merit, accepting the righteousness of Christ as his own, and as his only hope of salvation. The foolish builder built upon the sand, and through his carelessness, or prejudice, or through the deceptions of the natural heart, he cherishes a self-righteous spirit and places human wisdom in the place where God's wisdom should have the supremacy. And how terrible are the consequences. There are many unwise builders, and when the storm of temptation comes and beats upon them, it is made evident that their foundation is only sliding sand. They are left in gross darkness, without faith, without principles, and without foundation. The 5 foolish virgins had a real interest in the gospel. They knew what was the perfect standard of righteousness, but their energies were paralyzed with self-love, for they lived to please and glorify themselves, and had not the oil of grace in their vessels with which to replenish their lamps. They were often distressed by the enemy, who knew their weakness, and placed darkness before them in the semblance of light. Truth, precious, life-giving truth, appeared to them as unessential, and Satan took advantage of their blindness, ignorance, and weakness of faith, and they had a fluctuating experience based on uncertain principles. All who wait for the heavenly bridegroom are represented in the parable as slumbering because the Lord delayed his coming. But the wise rose themselves at the message of his approach and responded to the message, and their spiritual life was replenished. Their spiritual discernment was not all gone, and they sprang into line. As they took hold of the grace of Christ, their religious experience became vigorous and abundant, and their affections were set on things above. Today's reflection: the wise virgins had light when they needed it most. What responsibility do we have to keep our lights burning for those in gross moral darkness? Today's reflection: the wise virgins had light when they needed it most. What responsibility do we have to keep our lights burning for those in gross moral darkness? God bless you as we think on these things. Have a wonderful day and a productive one. Walk in love.